Okay, I'm going to go over a few selected questions from this review that I gave you. You should be watching this video before you take the test, okay? So I've just chosen some to go over that I think that will fit all the things that we talked about. The first one I want to go over is number 2, right? It's 1 minus x cubed, okay? It's 2 terms. It's a difference, okay? And if you notice, 1 is a cube and x cubed is a cube. So this is a difference of cubes. All right, this is why we wrote all our cubes at the top of our page that last class, so we'd be able to recognize them. So this is a cubed and this is b cubed, okay? A cubed minus b cubed. That means a is 1, okay, because 1 cubed is 1, and b in this case is x, okay, so it's what's cubed. So the formula for a difference of 2 cubes is a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, you have to be able to identify that it's a difference of 2 cubes and identify a and b, and then just plug them into the formula. This formula is written on the board for you to use during the test. Okay, so it should be 1 minus x, okay, a minus b, then a squared would be 1 squared, which is 1, plus a times b, 1 times x, so that would be just 1x or just x, plus b squared, which would be x squared. Right, I know this is not in standard form, okay? Since they did not give it to us in standard form, I know some of you probably maybe wanted to switch it around, but since it's a difference, it would change the problem if we didn't make the x the minus, so I'm going to leave it in the same order, okay? 1 minus x times 1 plus 1x plus x squared is I, answer choice I down here, okay? So that was answer choice I. Right, x cubed plus 8 is the next one I want to go over. And this is our answer here. Right, what do you notice about these two? They're both cubes, only it's not a difference because they're not subtracting, it's a sum of 2 cubes. Okay, and the formula for sum of 2 cubes is a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. Again, this formula is on the board. Okay, so this is a cubed plus b cubed. Okay, that means a is x, because x cubed. And what cubed gives me 8? That would be 2. That means b is 2. So in this formula, x plus 2, a plus b, times a squared, that would be x squared, minus a times b, x times 2, which is 2x, plus b squared. 2 squared would be 4. Okay, x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. Right, and in our answer bank, that is answer choice C right here. Okay, I'm going to cross it off. That one's C. The next one I would like to go over is number 4. Okay, notice this one is not just a difference of 2 cubes. Okay, a difference or a sum of 2 cubes only has 2 terms. This one has 3 terms. And notice we can factor out a GCF from this one. Okay, so if it has 3 terms, we need to do factoring like we normally have done. Okay, like we did on our 4.4 notes. We can factor out the GCF from here. There's no coefficient GCF, but they all have at least one x we can take out. So that gives me x squared plus 1x minus 6 is what's left over. Okay, so then I need to factor what's in here by doing A, B, and C. Right, A would be A times C, would be 1 times negative 6. And B would be 1. Okay, so we're looking for what multiplies to negative 6 and adds up to 1. Okay, remember I showed you how to do this. If you go to your calculator and we want to find the factors of negative 6, we do negative 6 divided by x. Okay, then we do second graph to look at our table. Okay, First one I see is 1 and -6, but 1 plus -6 is -5. Okay, we're looking for +1. Second one is 2 and -3, but 2 plus -3 is -1, and we want +1. Okay, if you come across this, you have the right number, 1, but the sign is wrong, then you need to switch it. Okay, and the next option is +3, -2. Okay, same numbers, signs are switched. That 3 plus -2 is +1. Okay, and that's the one that we need. All right, so then remember, we're breaking this apart. We're going to bring down our x squared. It's going to stay the same. I'm going to leave this x up here so it doesn't get mixed up with the rest of factoring just this trinomial. And I'm going to bring it down at the end. Plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. Okay, I broke apart the middle one. Now I have 4 terms. Remember, our final step is factoring by grouping. You need 2 terms here and 2 terms here to factor by grouping. In my first group or pair, I've got x squared plus 3x. I can factor out an x, okay? And that leaves me with x plus 3 inside. Right? In this group, -2x minus 6, I can factor out -2. And that leaves me with x plus 3. Sorry, that should be a 3. Right? You divide -2 from here. That leaves me with 1, or we can just remove it. And then -6 divided by -2 is 3. Okay, so I'm going to ignore this right now and just scratch it out so I can have space. My factors will be x minus 2. And what's inside the parentheses, they should be the same, which is x plus 3. And I'm going to bring down the GCF that I factored out earlier, which is just x. So it should be x times x minus 2 times x plus 3. Okay, which is answer choice D here. We're going to answer choice D. I'm not going to do 5, but I'll tell you that it is E. Okay, we'll just